What up, what up, what up? It's Friday. I actually kind of want to get my Discord to show that I'm streaming. I've seen it on a couple of other people's things. Let me actually go to my connections real quick. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like because I connected it like so long ago, it doesn't work anymore as it used to. Like it doesn't have the permissions that it needs and stuff. Alright. I don't feel like it did anything. Still doesn't show that I'm streaming. What happens? Well, hey man, how are you? Actually, I should probably enable the streamer mode now. There you go. Oh, now it does. Look, it does. It works. Nice. Let me actually show this too. Look, it says over here that I'm streaming. View profile. Ta-da! Nice. Nice. Very happy. All right. So, how are you, man? How have you been? As always, don't forget to hit the like button. Tell me, how are you? I still don't know where you are. Ooh, that's some aggro music. I need to make it a little bit quieter for me. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if we should change it. As always, running the typical update. You know, like last time we ran the the clean compilation, and I saw a huge difference between the compilation of what we have and the original quote unquote ball of mud. So I'm not sure if we actually like cleaned the whole thing properly, because the difference was way too big. It was like a 10-second difference, I believe. All right, so I want to go here, right? And before we like start VS Code or anything, I just want to see how fast it's going to compile again. All right, so let's see like main compile. So many files. I think we'll end up needing to compare like lines of code at least or something in the end. Also, like we're gonna compare like this thing to itself. right? We're gonna like shove everything into the single build. Did you see that it was like it took like 23 seconds before it even like started like this parallel compilation? Like 43 seconds, and we have like what? Like it's almost like 100 files. Probably it's more than 100 files, right? So this is basically 30. Like this plus this is 70, right? 83, 90, 95. It's 100. I didn't see this one. It's 104 files. Okay, well, like big ball of mod compile. It has like half of the files, like almost. Also, I decided that we're gonna remove this this one, because we have like so many things that have a dependency on JSON, so it's not a big deal if if Redis also was it Redis? Yeah. Look, it's almost like a half. I find this concerning. But we'll see. Not all hope is lost. Anyhow, let's start this thing. Let's see. It's Friday, by the way. How are you guys doing? Are you even here? I can never trust this thing. So weird. Really? Something changed? What changed? Interesting. Kind of like a slow and chilled start. Let's also introduce the keyboard again. All right, something is happening. All right, let's see. Let's compile. So we pretty much finished the boundary over here, right? Exactly. Even oh yeah, I remember. So we did this whole logging thing. We did this whole logging thing in the background. There's some commented out stuff over here. Exactly. All right. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how to split the gate. So for this, we need to see the original implementation. By the way, I'm kind of loud in my own head. Let me see real quick. Maybe this should, no, it should be like this. Maybe I'm speaking louder than usual. Who knows? All right, so this is our pinned boundary. This is not what I want. I want this one, right? So this one we already have, like process payment. Okay, so process payment is, okay, payments process. Let's see. Okay, so this is the payment client, right? So it's basically like some HTTP thing. Let's actually just start with this one. Like, so this is the payment client, but it's a little bit further, right? But it's still like payment in, payment ID out, payment in, payment ID out. Exactly. So this one is that one, right? So it's gonna be like trade payment client of some F. By the way, guys, did you see the Zio 2 release? What do you guys think? Is Zio the future? Yes, of course, we cannot do that. That's silly. As always, we're gonna have a factory over here. It's gonna take the payment client, and it's gonna return. It's gonna return a gate of F. How's it gonna do this? Well, new gate of F. Like this, metals help me, and we don't have, that is correct, okay. We don't have the GitHub Copilot anymore because I haven't decided if I'm going to pay for it or if I'm going to evaluate some other solutions or if I even need it at all. All right, so as most of the times it figure out this type and that one as well. And so it's all the tech types, right, that it can't figure out for some reason. All right, so payment client, which is over here, right? So we're gonna do manually process payment and why is it called in? It should be called payment. Yeah, it should totally be called payment. Actually, maybe hold on, maybe Metals can figure this out for me. Payment, and the same thing over here. Payment. There we go. Actually, give me a second. Hold on. All right, there we go. So, so this is that one. What about the others? create order, right? So create order goes into orders create, and that goes into so this one is up for discussion. Or no, it's not. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it is. So Gabriel had it inside of like the ordering algebra. No, hold on. Yeah, there were three, right? There were gate, find, by, and create. And like on paper, it makes sense, right? But like the routes that use the ordering, they only use like get or find. They didn't use the create, right? And so this is going to be here. And it just so happens that there's no business logic, so it just goes straight to the database. Okay. My girlfriend just came back. Give me a second. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the create order simply inside of the gate, right? So there will be no no business logic there. What? You want to be on camera again? Do you want to be on camera? One of my cats is here. So this is mine, right? So again, like create order, just okay. Well, there's some retry. Yeah, well, this is exactly what the gate is going to do. It's going to do retry, but it is. Oh, it cannot do that. It cannot do. Can it or can it not? So in the previous video, I decided that the gate will do the retry. Let's probably do the retry there and do the. No, even the adapt error is better to do there. I don't even know if I would do adapt error in the real application or not. I mean, I probably would, but I would also log it. What are those things, by the way? Let me see. What is that? What does this retry thing want? Wait, the whole retry thing is ours? Okay, so the login is built in. But it's gets retry though, no? Gets fact, get syntax. Yeah, gets, yeah, it's okay, well, it's just called retry, but this is a gets retry. Failed to process with, yeah, so retriable is probably gonna use just for the log, right? Yeah, retriable show, exactly. Okay, so this is basically how we control the logging. Okay. And the implementation, yeah, so the implementation will need this thing. Oh, and the retry policy is also from that thing. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be like a util thing. We don't need... Oh, shit, we do. Oh, why do we need it? For what? Okay, for retry on all errors. Okay, we need sleep. And sleep. There's a sleep using temporal. So sleep is inside of retry. Retry has a dependency on gets effect anyway. All right, not a big deal. So two things. We're gonna have a util for retry, and we're gonna have like the gates are gonna do the retry, like the partial gates. And this particular one is also going to be Postgres, but now Postgres is going to have a dependency in retry, which is not a big deal. Yeah. Okay, so this means that I need to be in the gate. Let's pin the gate. Close others. Whoa, what is all of that stuff? Go away. So this is ordering dot. Same thing here, same thing here. Same thing here. I believe this is items. Cart total is shopping cart and item as well. Okay. Okay. So we just realized that create order is going like a storage Postgres thing. Okay. Like that. Well, actually like that. Okay, so it's gonna be here, and over here it's going to be storage. Well, actually, we were calling it just storage, right? We need to go and rename all of them anyway. Exactly. Storage dot create order, user ID, payment ID, items, and total. It says that it over is nothing because we forgot to extend it over here with storage for F, like this. All right. So what is left? Get cart total and create order. So get cart total. I'm sorry, not create order, the delete thing. Okay, so this is this. It's a cart.get. And where's the implementation of that? I still can't press Control F12. So gonna go like this. I remember we did this whole thing already. Yeah, I think if I'm right, then this is going to be a really good moment here. Cart boundary. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's this one. Because it goes here, and I hate the fact that I had to have to do this. No, this is not the only implementation. Come on. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so this is a super important moment, so pay attention. So we have a boundary for the shopping cart, okay? And it has exactly the method that we need. And we could say something like, where's our gate? Not this one, right? So this is the gate for the checkout. And we could go over here and say, well, we also need like all of the stuff from the boundary, right? From the boundary. Oh, hey, welcome, Vlad. I'm also Vlad. Hello. Right? So we could go like this, right? And therefore, like we would be able to go to our gate, right? Because we want to have only one dependency, and just like call the method that we need, right? We're going to do something very similar. By the way, another option is, instead of doing this, right, doing like the thing that pretty much everybody's doing, right, to say, okay, well, over here, well, just give me also access like to the ordering boundary, right? Ordering that boundary, right? Totally compiles and stuff, right, with an F, blah, you know, and then we would be able to, you know, somewhere in between here, go to like ordering boundary dot, you know, get. This is exactly what we need, right? We could do this, but I don't want to have this dependency, right? So instead, what I'm gonna do is and I made a video about this. I just don't remember how it's called. So we need the ordering boundary, right? And what I want to do is I want to do like this, right? I want to just yank it, and I want to go to this like new gate that we're working on right now, okay? And I'm going to call this one other boundaries. And I'm going to paste it like this, okay? Now, if this was my application, like I would also like, you know, like duplicate these types, right? But, you know, we're not going to do this. We're going to go like this, right? But at least like in the future, it gives me an option, right? To do something like this. Hold up, give me a sec. All right, let me know if you hear the TV. So this is going to be like other boundaries, okay? And now I can rename this method, right? because I can say that this is going to be, well, it's pretty much, okay, to get card total, hold on. This one wants the order ID. Hold up, I didn't pay attention. Okay, so this one goes like get all user items. Wait. So he just goes like get and he gives it the user ID. Why does mine? Maybe I just made a mistake in mine. Where's get card total just to user ID? So why would my gate? Where does this thing come from? Where did I just copy pasted it from? What the hell? It is this one that I needed. Like, which one did I copy paste? I basically copy pasted this one from ordering. That's not the one that I want. I want the one from the shopping cart. All right, so let's try this again. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Right. So I just called it here get card total, right? So this is like literally the same one, right? It just says it's called differently. Okay. So the implementation for this is going to come from other boundaries. Other boundaries. Other boundaries. Okay, same thing here with other boundaries. So we can remove this, and it's this one, and it's like other boundaries dot get card total user ID. Oops. There we go. What did I just do? I did something weird. Hold on. Whoa, how did this happen? What the hell just happened? How did I, what? Okay, something weird is happening. Can you just like leave me alone? All right. So let's fix this manually like this. There we go. Software these days. Oh, just let me be, okay? All right. So I forgot what I was doing. Something's not compiling. What is not compiling? Is defined twice. It is? It is. All right. Yeah, let's go away. Can I do it now? I kind of did. All right, the last one is clear cart. Okay, so I guess it's this one, which goes into like cart delete. And I believe our shopping cart doesn't have that. Right, so cart boundary doesn't have delete. Yes, exactly. So this is ours. The implementation is code implementation. Okay, so this one is Redis. All right. So this one is going to be like was Redis for F. Like this, paste it over here, copy this one, paste it over here. This is going to be Redis. This. Okay. So now by the way, I forgot to do this one. This one comes from has config dot, has logger dot logger, and has logger is over here. Has logger for F. Okay, so this one comes from Redis, right? I have other boundaries like at the bottom. Redis. There you go. So let's not that it matters, but let's do this. And so Redis dot clear cart user ID. All right, and since we rearranged those, let's move like this one down. Again, not that it matters, but just for clarity. All right, so this is what 23. Jesus, day 23. All right. I believe we should start with Redis because it's super tiny. Just gonna go like new folder, and this is checkout. And we're just gonna grab like, I don't know, this one. Put it here. This is checkout. And we don't need, we needed so many things here. This one is not good for copy pasting things. Yeah, like this is fine for now. Oh, look at this. Now it's somehow figured out the user ID. Okay, so the real implementation is just doing... That's not mine, right? Yeah. Oh, how I hate that I have to use the mouse for this. Okay, so this is it. Ta-da, we're done. All right, so we don't need to parallel. We need the functor for void, I believe, right? Type class, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. Do we really need all of that stuff? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so this is Redis. What else? Okay, so I believe like all the others, well, process payment is going to be the last one. This is like the new client, so we're going to need to change the build for it. I think we need to do this retry thing. Yeah. So we need retryable and we need retries. Yes, the problem is that they have a dependency on catspec, so we need to go to the build file. And we need like one of these ones. So this is what, like retries, and I believe it's called cats retry. Yeah, it's called cats retry. All right, so this one. Damn it. Like this, blah, 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 blah. And instead of these ones, we're gonna have libraries, cats. No, I'm not done yet. So, so it's gonna be here. Retries, gets retry. Should probably put cats effect in there just in case, so we don't have anything weird accidentally. Okay, so I believe we need the retry for Postgres, and we need retry for this client that we don't have yet. Maybe we can also create the one for the client just to save some time. Let's do it later. Okay, so for now we need to find something with persistence. Not this one. Okay, and we need to say that we also need a dependency on retries. Come on, help me. Retries. Cats retry. Useless. Okay. I think for now this is enough. Okay, let's see what SBT thinks. All right, that's fine. So let's import the build then. So we already have this new module, which is I thought SBT would have created it, but it didn't. Why didn't it? It did, I just forgot the C. Damn it. Like this. Not now. Here. Rename C hyphen. There we go. So now I can actually see it. Totally saved it from that one. All right, so we already have this one, so we can go to retry. Usually when I start like copy pasting from this during the import, it doesn't end well. Well, let's see. Copy. Okay. Yeah, this is a bad example. All right. So we need to go create the folder, which is gonna be source means Scala dev inside you, and this is actually enough because like these ones are gonna go in there. Okay, and it requires a logger. So we started using my logger. We should probably stick to it. Yeah, we should stick to it, which means that this particular utility thing is actually going to have a dependency on core. So we need to go take like one of these. This is probably gonna like mess up the whole graph. Let me show you the graph first. Like this, like before I save this file. It always does it like this. Okay. So we just like added this thing, but now I actually want to have an arrow from here to the core. So this is what this is going to do. Import build. I'm kind of excited about ZO2 because it has like all of these things like built in. It's sort of like the same thing as like putting just get spec in core, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of like more in your face. Like when you do ZO, you kind of know, okay, you're just getting like this whole thing with batteries included. You're not trying to like track effects. So this thing now. Did you see it looks now it renders it completely differently, like just because of this one tiny error, like the whole thing looks horrible. Right, so just because we added like this arrow, now everything is just like rendered like a disaster. I hate that. I need to learn like graph wiz at some point to, or that mermaid thing that ZO2 is now using, to see if we can like render this thing better, because it starts to look very ugly, and it's very hard to see what is happening just because of this one error. Like the whole rendering is now different. In any case, so what this now means is that we don't need this logger, and by the way, this whole thing is now in dev inside you. Okay, and retryable as well. Okay, and we kind of got lucky because the dependency on core brings these. Okay, and there we go. This thing compiles. It's just my personal preference to do something like this, and because the string is so long, just gonna go like that. And you know, just for symmetry, we're gonna go like this as well. There you go. All right, we don't really need to understand any of that. So now we have retries. Okay. So now like shove it in, and so now we're gonna go and implement the Postgres thing. Persistence, blah blah blah. So we're gonna have a new folder, which is gonna be checkout. How many of you guys are here? Don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. This thing is sometimes broken. Like it sometimes like shows me there's like one person, but there's like 5 people watching. So yeah. We wanted to do this one, which means I need to copy. I don't know. I think ordering is a good one to copy. Or maybe shopping cart. Maybe shopping cart is a good one. Good one. Yeah, it looks smaller. All right, paste it. Delete everything here. Maybe we'll need items. Let's leave it there for now, like this. All right, so what? Oh yeah, because I forgot to rename this one. So this is checkout now. All right. Okay, all the tabs are there. Good news. Okay, so now we need to find like the create order, which in Gabriel's case was in. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do retry. Yeah, so the background action is happening in the boundary. We just need to do this. Okay, so we're gonna yank that and we're gonna paste it over here. Okay, which means that we're going to say that we also need the retry. And we have all of this stuff in scope. It's just that this one is going to be different now, right? So we're going to call it like do create order, and it's just gonna be like here. It's gonna be like a private def, and for now we're gonna have that. Oh, where's this policy coming from? Retry policy. Retry policy comes from retry. Let me see where it's being injected. Okay, so it's a case class. So where are we doing? We're doing this like at the bottom. No, we are not. Where are we constructing this thing? Check out. New checkout. My God. Okay, so checkout routes once checkout. I've never used Kotlin. I watched a presentation about Kotlin like when it came out like 4 years ago, and I really hated one thing about it, that some design decisions they felt very arbitrary. Like I remember they had like basically I watched the video and I was like everything was fine. A lot of syntax was based on Scala, and then he was like, okay, and this is like, he didn't use the word curried function, right? Curried functions, but he basically said that if the last parameter of a function is itself a function, then you can, curry it. Again, he didn't use the word curry, but he said, okay, then you can call this function as if it had like multiple parameter lists. And I was like, this is so weird. And I had the same thing. Hey Peter, and I had the same thing with Ruby, like 10 years ago or something. I already knew Scala, and I watched a video about Ruby, and I was like, oh my God, this is just a worse version of Scala, somehow. Like because I had the same feeling, like so many like things are so weird, not just like syntax, but like I don't know, I don't remember exactly. But Kotlin itself, there is a huge benefit in making programming languages I don't want to say less complicated. I want to say to create programming languages in such a way that don't have so many prerequisite knowledge, Sup Python man. So, like for example, like JavaScript is my favorite example. It's probably like arguably like the worst programming language out there, and like anybody who understands programming, like actually programming, would probably agree. However, it was not created for professional developers, right? It was created for like literally anybody who wanted to do something online. And back in the day, it was basically to sell stuff. Not that part didn't change actually. Most people just want to sell shit online, right? And so now, like because the entry level is so low, like JavaScript is like the #1 language. Same thing for like Python, for example, right? But it was not created for professionals who want to like maintain like gigantic pieces of software. You know, like for example, we have like a monolith at work. Well, it's actually like we're splitting it up into microservices and whatnot, but it's still like in one like multi-build in SBT, and it has like I don't know, 2 maybe 3 thousands of Scala files. You know, you will never ever find a code base like this in in a dynamic language like JavaScript or Python or Ruby or well, Kotlin is statically typed, right? Kotlin is a better O language for Java developers. You mean like it's like better Java, right? Yeah, for sure. But that's like taking the candy away from a kid. Like anything is better than Java at this point. It's so weird, like when I learned Scala, long time ago, like a year after I was like doing only Scala, I was like, oh come on, Java is not that bad. And then I tried to write something like a hello world in there, and like literally every semicolon like pissed me off. It's just so easy to forget how much you get, how much how much like a really well thought out programming language like Scala gives you. If if it's just so easy to get used to things. You guys are making me forget what the hell I wanted to do. Also, why does my keyboard show that I'm pressing console? I'm not. What did I want to do? We were here. I wanted to see where checkout is being created. Programs, checkout. Hold up, my cat wants to play. Okay, I can disconnect this thing. All right. So the checkout has been created here, and the retry policy is over here. So essentially, it's a hard-coded with a little bit of config. So essentially, we're using the same retry policy for everything. I feel like we're gonna treat the retry policy as some sort of like a resource. So we're just gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna grab it, and we're gonna go into our thing over here, like this. Not found retry policy. Well, there you go. This is correct. The create order. Adapt error is what? Oh really? Where does adapt error come from? Was it not just on the throwable thing? Where does it come from? It is mono error. Oh, so I just need like cat syntax on. This is so annoying. By the way, whenever we're going to create like new projects, it's only going to be Zio. I'm tired of Tegelsfile. It's just like most algebras have like mono throw, and that's it. Couple of like, I mean, there's no reason to pass this thing implicitly. In fact, you probably should pass it explicitly. If you wanted to write like proper tests for this. Passing it around implicitly would be annoying. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about creating a video about this. maybe even this weekend, like Tegless Final versus Zeal. I never wanted to create videos like this, but people just keep asking me, and so I might as well create it. And like I haven't made it yet, and I already know that I'm gonna like piss off half of you. There is just no other way. But it needs to be made because people just keep asking me. Hey man, or woman. I just by default say hey man. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Please don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. What was I doing? Order error, exactly. So we need to go and steal the order error. Okay. Oh, we have this. I remember this. I believe we called it the same way. No. Oh yeah, it was just called error because we're in checkout. I remember. Error. Exactly. In checkout. Yeah. So it's just like error.order. Where? Here. Right. So it's now error.order. With a small r. So how are you all doing? What's happening this this Sunday? Oh man, I hate that. Do you guys want to learn Vim? Because I never had time to like properly configure my Vim. This is why I'm still using VS Code. Like I actually took the time to configure my Vim a couple of times, but then like it kept breaking, and I kept like copy pasting like other people's config and stuff. But if we were to do this on stream, we could configure it quite nicely. It's already good, like relatively nice to like check it out. So we're in what? Like in orders, right? So orders, right? Let's stay in Vim for a bit, just until I remember why I still need VS Code. Hold on, not now. Hold on. I believe I need to do like metals update. All right. Because VS Code uses like the embedded of exactly the same thing anyway. Yes, import changes. Sure. I started using a different theme, and I'm using Alacrity, and Alacrity doesn't have ligatures, so these arrows look weird. So I wanted to see what I wanted to have. Actually, this one, right? So I need this one, and this new file that I'm working on is called storage, and it's in. Okay, so see, like this is one of those things that I already don't like. Checkout slash storage. This one. All right. I don't even remember my shortcuts, but like the default things are like the same. So so this one is going to be ordering, and this one as well, and what else? Yeah, Lunar Vim is nice. I'm actually following Chris, and if he would check like his Discord messages, we would be able to actually rate him. But he doesn't check his Discord messages, so it's his fault. Well, actually, he has more viewers than me, so you get what I'm saying. All right, so we would only need to provide the like I don't even remember how to see the errors. How do I see the errors? Let me just try my memory. Oops. Nope. Nope. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, we're done with Vim. Check out storage. Did you try to learn FP with Haskell? Currently trying to learn FP, and most resources are Haskell. No, I've been asked this before. I programmed only like for 14 minutes in Haskell, and it's just because I needed to compare something with Scala. You absolutely don't need Haskell. Um, it really depends, like what your background is. Tell me more about your background, like years of experience, other programming language, and then I recommend you either a book or maybe even one of my videos. Also, we should switch to music. I want something less aggro. I like this one. I really like that one. There's something broken with this thing. Like, there's no way in hell that none of you like this video, like this playlist. Oh yeah, look, I'm not even logged in. What is happening? No, not this one. All right, you cannot see my keyboard. Where is it? There we go. Yes, that's a long password. And I want this one. Great. There we go. Now this thing is working a little bit better. Keyboard. I have a master's in CS and around 3 years with Python, Java, Spring. Right. So, I mean, you're watching a Scala thing, right? So I have a video called Scala Crash Course, just so that you get up to speed with the syntax and stuff. Yeah, especially if you want to get into data engineering. Data engineering is either Python or Scala with Spark. So I can obviously only recommend you Scala functional programming resources. Like watch my crash course. It's like one of the first videos on my channel. It's 3.5 hours long. Basically, just like shows the syntax, explains a little bit about the community and stuff. And after this, read the so-called Red Book. I also have a review about it. But if you Google, Scala Red Book, this one, functional programming in Scala. It's very theoretical, but it's good. And do the exercises. I haven't, and this I never do the exercises in those books, but this book was specifically designed so that like half of it is explained through exercises. So if you don't get it, like don't blame me. The only thing that I will say about this book is that there's a difference between just functional programming and functional programming in a typed language. Because like functional programming is technically just like lambda calculus. Well, I do. I have a playlist about Tegless Final. I have videos about monads. If you just go to like devinside.com, you click on courses. Look, there's like Tegless Final. Like this playlist about Git is, for example, very advanced as well. Like it gets into like really nitty-gritty things. This is the crash course that I meant. I have a playlist about Zio, which like half of it is irrelevant now that Zio 2 came out. Yeah. Also, like this book is like the Bible of all books. Structure interpretation of computer programs. So this is the playlist for the book reviews, right? But like this is exactly like the opposite, right? So they do Scheme, which is a dialect of Lisp, right? So it's always dynamic, and like some people would say Lisp is actually an object-oriented language, but you get like this functional thinking from the book. Okay. Yeah. So we were doing something here. This should not compile exactly. What just happened? Okay, no, this needs to go away. Something is very wrong. Not found tab storage. What do you mean? Importing build. What? Okay, so I think we got like confused with the whole. Let's just do this from scratch. All right, we're good. I don't have too many advanced courses though, because I always had a hunch that like more people would watch like beginner stuff. I'm not sure if I'm right, but yeah. I want to do a bunch of other videos as well, not only Scala. Like Scala is my favorite language, and every video that I will make will somehow be tied back to Scala, but I want to make videos about NICs. I'm very interested about like DevOps, like all of this, like Docker, Kubernetes, AWS, all of that stuff. Like recently I got pissed that we have like a huge multi-build at work, and it's out of SBT, and I was like, maybe it's time to check out Bazel. So that would make videos about this as well, but I never have time to do any of that. So maybe we'll do this on stream, but I also want to build like a bunch of things on stream, so there's never enough time to do cool things. Yeah. So we're good here. So what I'm expecting to see is that it's not going to find like insert order, right? So this is what I want to see, right? Yeah, exactly. Like I know the basics of everything, but it's not even enough to put it on my CV. Okay, this is better, right? So now I think the fastest way would be to go to the gate and just grab like this one and just go like this and do the same thing here. Just go like that. I believe Vim or something like messed it up like that, like that. All right. So like this is probably the only thing that I would actually move to over there. By the way, like this thing I believe requires a GNU-ID. Exactly. Do we have it? We don't. GNU-ID. Yeah, so this is like the only thing that I would actually still have it there. So I would actually go like ordering.sql.insert order, which currently is not there. Oh, and yeah, we need to move them as well, because I put them inside of these objects. We have like a lot of refactoring to do. Like we're almost done, but like once we're done, we're gonna do like a lot of refactoring. All right, please go there. Come on, please go there. Why? I noticed I've never seen a popular advanced video course online, sadly. Yeah, exactly. Like who's gonna watch this? Like the thing is that like usually when people want advanced stuff, they are already knowledgeable enough to figure this out for themselves, you know, to read the docs or whatever. Basically what I do when I create a video, right? Like so most people, and also like YouTube is kind of weird. Like it's so hard to like get your video recommended if it's a video about like educational stuff. Like unless I have some, I don't know, some library or some framework in the title, like the chances of this getting views is like so low, and my views are already so low. I'm barely getting like 1K view per video, like when it comes out, like in the first couple of days. And this is like up to 5 years of YouTube, you know. All right, so hold on. So ordering storage. Storage. I hope it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. So this is where I want to add it. So we need to grab it from here, go to implementation here, and it's here. Well, I could have typed it out. like this. All right, this thing is happy, and everybody's happy, and we didn't even end up needing this thing. Too much, too much. There we go. And also, like, all the new stuff that we're gonna build is gonna be in Scala 3. Like, I hate this. Like, what is this? Ancient times. All right. Yeah, so this is how it's gonna be. Shove it in. So the next one that we're gonna do is, so we have this one, we have that one. So this one is gonna be the last one. We have that one. Get card total. Let's do that one. Okay, get card total is in other boundaries. Let me think real quick. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of those things that is very controversial. I made a video about this, and yeah, I know Derek. I mean, not personally, but I know his channel. Yeah, but he's a madman. Like, he's like a freaking walking library. like, like Jesus Christ. Like he just spends his time like swallowing books and like making videos about them. Yeah, it's insane. He has videos about everything, like from freaking HTML to AI. And you know, like all, it's crazy. Like I don't know. I mean, he's a bit older and stuff, but still, like, I mean, honestly, like if I was doing this stuff full time, I could have been doing like a similar thing, but I don't think I would. Like I really like live streaming. Like I really like I would really prefer to like build stuff on stream and like stuff that matters, not just like toys, but like things that we could actually use. Maybe contribute to open source. Like there's like so much stuff like in metals that I'm like, when is it gonna like work properly, you know? And if I had the time, like I would do it. I would dig in. Okay, so yeah, to chess, exactly. Jesus. And he started streaming recently as well. So this is a controversial thing, right? So I don't want to go to my boundary and say, okay, just give me like the shopping cart boundary. Instead, what I want to do is I want to go over here, and I basically just want to create like one more of these ones, right? Like for example, this one. Like I never know how to call them. By the way, I'm very frequently doing this. What I just did, like I watch my keyboard. You know, I yank around paragraph, and I paste before the paragraph. So it's Shift P, right? It's just that like if I do this very fast, like there's no way to follow this, right? So it's like this, right? Like this is also the reason why I didn't use Vim the first. Well, I also didn't know Vim, but like I knew about it. This is also the reason why in the first like I don't know, first couple of years of my videos I haven't used Vim, because it's just very hard to follow. Because not because like Vim makes you like faster, it does, but it just has like so much power that you can like accidentally like press something wrong and like half of the page of the text is gonna go away, and it's very hard to follow. So even in that video that I made about what I'm going to do, I had no idea how to call this. Okay, we're not doing this in there. Okay, so this is going to be like, I'm gonna call it core adapters. Yeah, core adapter, and it's going to have a dependency on the core, and I don't even think that it needs any kind of dependencies. No, it might need cats because we need to at least like, maybe not even cats. Let's remove this for now. Okay. So it's going to be like this, right? So core adapters is going to be here. Sort these ones. So it needs to be like under config. Well, it doesn't need to be, but and it's not, right? Same thing, like delete around paragraph and paste over here. No, not no. And so now the main also needs to have a dependency on it. Here, right? Core adapters. Okay, let's ask SBT first what it thinks about it. SBT. This thing's still working? It is. As always, guys, don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. All right. So now over here in core adapters, we can create a new file, source main Scala dev inside you Shopee checkout, and it's called other boundaries.scala. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be trait other boundaries. Well, no, it's not a trait. It's object other boundaries implementation. Okay. So here we're gonna have def make with some f, and it's going to get the other boundaries, which in this case is, I forgot which one it is. I think it's the shopping cart. It was the cart total, right? It was this one. So it's a shopping cart, exactly. Yeah, shopping cart. Well, just no, we'll call it shopping cart. Shopping cart boundary, which is going to be the shopping cart boundary. Yes and no. Stressful for sure, but not. I don't know. It depends. Depends. Like the first company that I worked at was great, but towards the end it wasn't anymore. What are we doing? We're doing other boundaries. Like, help me to answer your question. Like, what are you trying to get at? Like how to deal with the stuff, or what? It's not boundary, it's boundary of f. All right. Oh my god, no. Okay, so like this is where I would actually also modify the type. All right, so I would not return this cart total. I would return our version of cart total, and I would use something like chimney to map from this type to that type. But this time I'm kind of lazy. Wondering if there's a perfect workplace. There's nothing perfect in this world, but like I'm very happy where I am right now. I'm not saying that it's like sometimes not stressful and whatever, and there's nothing like to complain about. You know, there's always something, but But like I'm very happy where I am right now, and like my progression was also like less. I work pretty much only at 3 jobs. Like this is my third one. I mean, officially it's like my client and whatever, but um, I'm very happy there. Yeah, like mostly I'm happy there because like probably like well, there are like many reasons why, but like the biggest thing that is somehow important to me is that I get a feeling that what we're doing is not some stupid shit. And it sounds obvious, but you would be surprised, you know. Uh, like in my first company, like towards the end, I was like we're totally going the wrong way. Like I just don't want to be part of it. It just doesn't make any sense. But I feel like over here, like whatever we're doing, like I just see it. Like it's the same thing with Scala, you know, like everything that like Martin is doing, like his team is doing, like I might not agree with with everything, but I do see that there's like some logic in there. You know, it's not some like arbitrary thing that somebody decided and to piss somebody off. Oh yeah, for sure. Like people are probably like the most important thing in anything, like work or not. You know, the world is run by people until Skynet comes along. But we're like at least 5 years, so we're good for now. All right, so I believe we have everything, right? Except for I like this song. Except for the process payment thing. We have this, we have that, we have that. Yeah. So this is the last piece, guys. So the biggest thing about it is the process part right over here, which is like this payment client, and it has a dependency on HTTP4S client. Right. Obviously, it needs like JSON stuff, needs a bunch of stuff from, I guess, a payment config. It's been a while since I used the HTTP4S client. Like I need to look into that part, because usually I try to load the config differently. So what's in the payment config? Just a payment URI. It's fine, we're gonna leave it like this. You mean at work, or what do you mean? Oh, like my favorite tech stack, or what do you mean? Right. Well, probably, classic tagless funnel. The cats effect, all of that stuff. I actually I don't have like a full stack that I'm very comfortable with. Oh, thanks, Hector. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. No, my skill and my stack is not the same thing. Like at first job we did like lived in the ancient web framework in Scala was Mongo, like old synchronous stuff. My second job, where it was like only for 11 months because of COVID and stuff, they had like the Lightbend stack, right? So it was like HTTP, Slick, and Postgres, because of Slick. And now we started with Play, but when I joined, Play was already not there. And then we had Monix, and now our code base is like half Monix, half Tagless Final. And we use Quill. Still stuck on like a relatively old version of Quill and Postgres. Oh yeah, GraphQL. I forgot GraphQL. Both of them we're still using Sangria because legacy, and it's hard to get out of a code base. I made videos about, like, here we use Skunk, so I'm pretty comfortable with Skunk. The thing about Skunk is that there's like nothing to be comfortable with. Well, we got Kafka at work, yeah. I forgot. We got Kafka at work. But honestly, I know like the absolute basics of Kafka. I never have time to like sit down and learn it properly. Because like on one hand, it's like, well, it's just a message bus. Like, what's there to learn? What do we use for it? Like FS2 Kafka thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, like as an engineer, like when you start working somewhere, like if everything is already set up, then you need the absolute basics, like let's say you need to add like GraphQL endpoint that you never worked with Sangria. You just copy paste it from somebody who already did it, Yeah, no, I'm not a data engineer. I never touched Spark, and I probably never will. I don't know. If you want like videos about like that stuff, check out Rock the JVM. Like Daniel makes videos about all kinds of things. I don't know. He just made a video about Slick. Like people have been begging me to make videos about Akka and Slick and stuff. I'm like, I don't care about it. Like I'm not. If I'm not gonna enjoy making a video about it, then you are not gonna enjoy watching it. Trust me. So yeah. But Daniel makes videos about all kinds of things. He also has videos about Spark, I believe, and even Kafka, I think. But like nothing, like he doesn't like. I noticed he doesn't do anything in depth on YouTube because like he sells his own courses, so you just get like introduction kind of things. Yeah. Yeah. People are also very happy with his paid courses. I've never seen any of his courses, but yeah, people are really happy with it. So I'm sure he has a course on Spark and stuff like this. Like honestly, like if I were to learn Spark one day, I'll probably get his course, because I think it's cheap. I think he sells them for only $10 or something. I don't remember. Yeah, it's because like I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years, and like Scala is like sort of like a niche, right? So like I barely I don't even have like 10,000 subscribers, right? And so it's very hard to get people to watch like educational stuff. Like people want more entertainment, and I'm trying to be like sometimes funny in my videos and stuff, but it's mostly education. There's this whole like infotainment or what is it called now? Edutainment, infotainment, like all of these things. But I don't know, I deeply care about software, so I cannot get myself to do like joke stuff. I did a couple, but yeah, like as I told you, so like Daniel from Road to JVM has a couple. I'm sure if you go to like, I don't know, Coursera or something like this, they will have something on Spark. Actually, I don't know if they do Spark. What was this company? Like actually recently, it was like half a year ago or something. There's this company, I think it was Databricks. Databricks has courses on this stuff, and they had like this special offer. I tweeted about it back then. You could get like a course for like completely free, and it like it would expire in a year and stuff. And I even got it, but I never watched it. I'm just not interested. It was like I don't know, like a couple $1,000 course, and it's completely free, but I never watched it. But yeah, check it out, Databricks. Also, if you go to my Discord server, discord.devinsider.com, hold up, let me see. So you will end up over here in this welcome channel, and here are links to other Scala servers. And one of them over here, Learning Scala, the guy who runs it, wherever he is, I believe it was this one. Instructions here, this guy, Leo. He's a really cool dude, and he's really helpful. Like, you can just ask questions here, and he's like a very senior data engineer. I don't think that he has courses, but like, he will be able to answer your questions much better. Yeah. So what are we doing? Yeah, so I decided that the payment config is going to come the same way. Okay, so basically we're going to the build file. All right, this song is really cool. So it's going to be HTTP client, HTTP4S, right? So this one was like delivery HTTP4S. This is going to be client HTTP. Yeah, this is going to be client HTTP HTTP4S. Okay, so maybe we should go and edit over here. Client HTTP HTTP4S, like this one. And let's go to maybe even this one. On HTTP4S. Client HTTP4S. So this one is output, so it needs to have an O. Oh, we had a client there? No, we need to remove the client. How ironic that they're like under each other. I don't think that we need, okay. And I don't think that we ended up using cat. So we're gonna like remove all of these to-dos and stuff in general. Okay, so there's like a to-do, remove dependencies that we don't need. Okay, no. I have a feeling like this is gonna be enough. Yeah. Let's see what SBT says. All right. We actually don't need to compile anything. Just wanted to see if I didn't mess up. Actually, I forgot one thing. The main actually needs it as well. Actually, we can grab it from the top, right over here. Oh, I didn't even add it to the aggregate. This happens so many times. HTTP for us. And somewhere at the bottom, like here, the main is here. It's... Why did I decide that it's better to add it above L? It should be like this. And therefore, like, that thing should be here. All right. Import the build. Curtis here. Who's that? Let me see. Never heard of him. What is like? Why is like all of this stuff not about software? Is it like, does he do stuff about software? Because I don't care about this whole political stuff. Didn't this like? Is it the same guy? Software engineer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So where's his like software stuff? So if it's not software, I don't care because I'm a nerd. Joking. Um, we're here, right? We're doing the checkout. New file source main Scala dev inside you checkout. We call it payment client, right? Yeah, like this is what I read, that he's like a dev, right? But it seems like he's more interested in politics these days. Payment client. All right, so object payment client implementation, and we're gonna have like def make, and it's gonna create a payment client of F by doing that thing, payment client of F, like that. I forgot Shopee. Shopee, like that, which means that I forgot it over here. Shopee. There we go. Nice. Yeah. What happened to the music? Oh my god. Let's go with, I really like this Christmas stuff. All right. So the implementation is not this thing. Okay, let me start by grabbing like all of that, pasting it over here without saving. We definitely need this. Okay. We should be able to just grab that and just like put it here. Yeah. That's good. So we still need this one, which is like that. Oops. Okay, like that. We also need a payment config, and we're going to define it like right there. Of course, it's a new type. So we're gonna go and put it like here. And for this new type stuff, we're gonna need like all of that stuff, whatever. Oh, we might need this casting, right? Because the payment config is payment here rise. What? Where's payment here rise? Did we grab it? It's right here. Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. I think we already did. Let's see. Let's just see what we still need. All right. So this is ordering stuff. I'm actually remembering that we also need. We don't need that. Okay, let's, before I change the build, I actually just remember that. Hold on. What did I just want to do? Oh yeah, we need these guys. There you go. All right. Cannot convert from payment to entity because no entity encoder for payment is there. Yeah, this is correct. So our payment ID is just like chilling over here. So we need the encoder real quick. I think we're gonna have this convention with the Cersei codex, right? But whatever, I'm just gonna throw it in here. Implicit lazy val. Oh yeah, I wanted also to go to the bit, and I wanted to make sure, because the reason we have this like JSON helper thing with Cersei is that so that we don't have to do well. We actually just did this. Oh yeah, we have it. It's okay. Cool. Okay, so I want like the encoder for, what is it, for ordering dot. Well, actually, maybe it should be. Maybe it already exists. Hold on. Let me see, encoder for payment ID. Yeah, it already exists. Ooh, but it's in delivery. We don't have access to it. You know, whatever. So this is like io.cersei, and this is like ordering. Can I convert to, because no entity encoder for payment. Okay, so they're both in. Yeah, exactly. I should probably be ordering payment. Yeah, so we're gonna move it there at some point. And it's like user ID money card. This is annoying. Let's copy paste it for now, but essentially we're gonna need another another thing where we have like codecs. Let's see how many there are. So we want 30 codecs for ordering, right? No, for shopping cart maybe. Shopping. We don't have, no. So maybe cart something, categories, no, items. Where's the, like this one, right? It's the card. We don't have an encoder for the card anywhere. All right, so maybe we don't need to copy paste, but like ideally we would. All right, so we want it for payment, right? Okay, well, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be deriving because payment is not. It's not a new type anyway, so we would need to do derive Magnolia encoder like that, and Jesus, always forget where it is. Encoder. Let's just go here and go like this. All right. And so now it cannot find for user ID and the other thing. I'm annoyed that I need to copy paste this for now. But you know, first like do the dirty way, right? No. That one. No. That one. Oh, it's even over there. Oh, I want to remove it. We have so many things to. Okay, so it's just deriving. Okay, so this is. ID. Same thing. No. No. Jeez. User ID, DTU. There you go. All right, what's the next thing? Money. We had it somewhere. Where's our encoder for money? This is not ours, which means that we have a codec for money. Yeah, it's also there. All right, so like this. This is like squants, and this is a decoder, so we don't even need it anyway. What? This is encoder. Okay, what's the next thing? Card. Okay, so the card is gonna be like this. Oops. Card encoder. Card. Okay. Card name on this. Actually, we had them here, I remember. We have this whole thing somewhere. Encoder for card. Codec codec for card name. I clearly remember this card number. Like I commented them out. Yeah, like this stuff. Those are decoders. Oh. Okay, so the encoder was like this. The encoder could have been derived, alright. Okay, so I need like name, number, expiration, CVV. Wait, but they're new types. Yes, great. So I can just ink that, paste this here again. I grabbed the wrong one. Like this, okay. So this is gonna be like card name. And okay, so this one is gonna be number. What was their CVV and what? Expiration. All right. So this is like card name. This is card number. This is card expiration. And this is card CVV. Ta-da! Okay, so this means that we need some sort of import. Just grab this thing. Oh, we also have that thing. Maybe we'll need that thing. Okay, well, at least those guys compiled. Okay, so this is error payment. No, hold on. What was it? Payment error. It should be error payment. Like this is probably we'll fix this in a second. Exactly. All right, so for this one, it also needs a decoder for payment ID, right? So where is it? It's here. Okay, so this is going to be a codec. This is going to be a codec. This is going to be a codec from that thing, yank till the end, and paste again, and there we go. All right. What? Oh, come on. And we cannot have top level definitions, right? Which means we need to put it in the package object. And we can't put it in the package object because we probably already have a package object. Or maybe we're lucky and we didn't have it. Let's see. For now, let's do object blah. Just grab these ones and put them here and All right. And over here we would do blah dot. Are we still in the same compilation unit? Same compilation run. Maybe it means in the same file. Oh, come on. You cannot use a macro annotation in the same compilation run that defines it. I'm not sure if this is true. Let's see what SPT thinks. I started making shorts on YouTube a while ago, and I just upload them on TikTok as well, but it's exactly the same thing. I don't really care about TikTok. It's just that I already have the shorts. Why not throw them on TikTok anyway as well? I also wanted to throw them on Instagram, but I really hate everything related to Facebook or Meta or whatever the hell it's called these days. So I didn't do it. It's something client, right? Yeah. Okay, SBT agrees. All right. So we go here, new package object, new Scala file, package object. All right, dive inside your Shopee, and we're just gonna grab like these two, put them here, grab all of this nonsense, paste it over here, save it, remove this blah. All right, let's go fix this stuff. So go away, go away, go away. It's new types. What the hell? Are you blind? You cannot see that these are new types? Is it no warn? Okay, now this is starting to be weird. It's because we had the new type import twice. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Wow, do we really need so much? Anyways, I heard many good things about Clojure, but I had no reason to try it, and also no time. I really wanted to try Datomic one day, but also no time, and I think it costs money. Have you tried Clojure? Usually people who try Clojure, they're happy with it. Rich Hickey is a very smart guy. All right, we're streaming for more than 2 hours, but I really want to finish this because we pretty much have everything. So we'll try to do DI. I believe we'll need to move a couple of things around because it's kind of hard to. We're not gonna finish the whole thing because I'm tired of creating like the client and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do DI, okay, and then on Monday or whenever we're gonna like completely finish it and do like a whole bunch of refactorings and everything. But I still want to do DI. So yeah, you need to FP. Let me think. I don't even have like a beginner FP thing. Here's the thing. I never taught anything imperative. So every video that I do has something to do with FP. But I never did like a functional programming introduction. Maybe I should. Like once it clicks, it's not such a big deal. Functional, like the essence of functional programming is the substitution model for procedure application. If you understand like that it's valuable, that if you have like some sort of X, right? No matter what the type, no matter what the value, I'm just going to type the word value here, right? But obviously this code is not going to compile. If at any point in time, you like, if no matter what, you know that this is the same point as this, like it's the same thing as this, meaning that you can always like substitute an expression for its value, right? Which means the expression just becomes an alias for the value. If this always works, no matter what you have over here, then this is functional programming. Let me drink some water. Like in the beginning, you learn about like immutability and all of that, but it's not really about that. It's about referential transparency. It means that the time when you reference a value doesn't matter, right? It kind of means that, you know, at no point like somebody did like x plus 1, right? So immutability is sort of like implied, but the point is this, like, you know, as soon as this is a print line, hello world, right? Like these two are not the same anymore, right? Functional programming, you just kind of like cheat and you say, okay, well, I'm not going to print it out. I'm just going to have a description of a printout, right? So it's basically going to be a function that is going to know how to print out. And now like these things are the same, right? It's not the same program as before. It's a different program now. Because now like this result is like, okay, it's just a tuple of two functions here as well. It's just a tuple of two functions. It's not the same program as before. But now like these two things are the same. This individual thing is also not what it used to be before. They're different things now, but at least they're the same. And that's all, right? Which means that if you have like pure expressions here, you know, like 1 to 3, doesn't change anything. If you have side effects here, it doesn't change anything. If you have whatever read line here, it doesn't change anything. If you want to like send email, it doesn't change anything, right? Because X doesn't actually send the email. It's just a description of sending the email, right? And then in the end, you have to compose these functions somehow, and you either do it manually or you use a monad for this. Monad is just a way to compose these functions, and that's it. Congratulations, you're a functional programmer. Print out your certificate. We wanted to do the DI for, okay, so we need to go like new folder, checkout. Let's grab I don't know, categories or something like this one. Paste it into checkout. Okay, so this is going to be checkout. Yes, you can. It's the same, like, there's nothing like perfect in this world. You can also get memory leaks in a memory managed language like Java. Very easy to do. You can also get runtime errors even if your program is like type safe to the bulletproofness level of level 27 psycho, and you have 100% unit test coverage. It's still gonna fail at runtime with some, I don't know, method not found error or something like this, because you ended up having two classes with the same name on the class path, because this is programming and you're never safe. And this is why we're being paid so well to deal with this horseshit. Did we do the controller? Oh, we did the controller, right? Yeah, we did. All right, so now this gate will want more things, right? Oh, even the controller wants more things? No, it doesn't. It just wants the boundary. Okay, so the boundary wants just the gate, correct? And the gate wants more things. So what do you want? This is the wrong gate. It always jumps into the wrong gate for some reason. The presentation hasn't figured this thing out yet. Oh yeah, I guess I know, right? So I copy the file, the presentation compiler gets the wrong information, then I change the stuff, and it doesn't know that I changed the stuff. So we need like a bunch of these things. Hold on, let me check this out. It's still the Christmas stuff, right? Yeah, it is. What's up with my Spotify? What is playing? Do you guys see this? Yo, can we like be cool here? How, like, really, like software these days? Me personally, no, but someone else for sure. No, I'm talking about the fact that like this thing is not moving. Like for real. By the way, guys, this is the reason why I'm still making YouTube videos, right? I started it for a different reason, but like I am extremely unsatisfied with the state of the art of software development. I don't want the word bug to be associated with software development. Like how can you break this? Like really? Like how? Like I know how, caching, right? Like what is there to cache in a freaking desktop application? Images, that's it. I'm a bit grumpy today, by the way. Didn't have a good day at work. Christmas. So we were like here. There you go. We're moving again. Do you see this? This message is held for review, Windows man. Yeah, I actually very frequently get shit for using Windows, but I don't really have a choice because I literally have like 1, 2. I think I had more. No, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5 devices right now on my desk that don't have Linux drivers. They do have Mac drivers, but they don't have Linux drivers. So I either do like dual PC streaming, which I might do at some point, or I just stick to this, well, let's call it operating system. All right, so this is going to be storage. This is going to be haslog. Okay, so haslogger is going to require it's going to require the real logger. Which is going to be provided here. How's it called? Cats logger? Log for cats logger. Log for cats logger. And has logger is going to be has logger dot make, and it's gonna have the logger implicitly. Yes. And it's going to be called checkout. Okay. Like this. Okay. So, like that. What do you mean? Yes, it is. We just imported it. Oh, no, not that one. Jesus. Or was it that one? Type level. Why did it not suggest that one? And maybe we... Yeah, log for cats. Like this. There you go. Why didn't it suggest this one? I might. The thing is that and then gaming becomes an issue. I don't game as I used to, but then gaming becomes... This is the thing, like, you know, people give Windows shit, but the truth about Windows is that even though you have to like mess around with it a lot, and it freaking, you know, this whole privacy and this whole like all of this stuff, yes, it's all true, but at the end of the day, if you mess around with it, it works, you know. On the Mac, you have less issues, but you know, gaming doesn't work. On the Linux, you have less issues. These days, you have less issues, but you don't have driver support. So, right? So at the end of the day, you don't have something. And for a very long time, I've been a digital nomad, and I had only one laptop available, and everything had to work. And I still didn't have time to like build a PC. And when I build a PC, it's probably going to be again a Windows machine because I don't want to do dual PC streaming. But then once I do have it, I'll probably install NixOS on my laptop, and I might even stream that because it's going to be hilarious because I'm not going to know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, payment client. So it's going to be like payment client.make. What the hell does it want? I don't remember what it wants. Okay, so it's gonna need these things, so we're gonna also need those. I'm still not sure about this one. Yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole though. Okay, so it's gonna be config. Did I really? Oh, I just pasted it, right? So payment client. This is going to be config. All right. Where's the G? Come on, config. And there you go. Not found tab client. So this is the yes. Okay, so this one gets like the config and the client. Okay, Redis. So this is like Redis implementation.make, and it needs, I believe it's also called Redis. This one we need to, well, we actually can just go in there, right, and just copy it like that. Yeah. So, yes, this needs an import. I guess it's this one. Okay. Other boundaries. Okay, so this one is going to be tricky. So this is going to be like other boundaries implementation.make, and now it's gonna want the shopping boundary. Well, we can actually go there and just like grab it. Here, oops, here and here and like that. Why does it want authentication middleware? It should not want the authentication middleware. Hold on. Checkout controller. It does want authentication middleware. No, this is... Also, why is it still brands? It should be checkout, right? Not that we care, because we don't care about the runtime. Yeah, checkout. All right, so no, here, here. Okay. This one. Was it logging? Has logger implementation. It should be visible. It's in the main. Has logger. Oh, it's implementation. Yes. Implementation. There we go. Really? What the hell is there ambiguous? Really? Okay, so need the JSON decoder. What else? We need that policy. Again, it's the wrong one. I need this policy. Shut up. So, what else do you want? And retry. I read blogs, but I don't follow them. I just whatever people post. What else? Genuine ID. Like, for whom is this thing helpful? Like this whole thing. It's just like blah blah that you need to like make the compiler happy. Place value evidence parameter of type them inside your background. Oh yeah, background. Super important thing. We're just gonna go like this for now. All right, everybody's happy. So we're gonna finish it up on Monday. Totally done for today. Let's have a quick look. I don't think I have any. Well, actually, I love the facades. I'm a functional programmer, so I guess I like the template pattern. And singletons are also useful, if it counts as a pattern. Yeah, very interesting questions. Oh, thank you, man. Can you be more specific which logic you're referring to? I was just ranting at some point. Don't really have logic there. But thank you. All right. Yeah, we're good. I'm very happy that actually YouTube actually promotes the stream. You know, discoverability is a relatively big problem. And don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. And as always, I cannot actually rate anyone because YouTube made it super weird. But you know, whatever. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, as always in the end, you can just ask questions and stuff. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to remove the keyboard and I wanted to do this thing. I'm gonna be checking my phone for a bit. Like if you have more questions, feel free to ask them. And then I'm gonna bounce. Usually I try to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at least until I finish this project. And then I'll probably have a small break. I'm trying to release videos every weekend. I'm also failing at that. I'm a sophomore in applied mathematics, and I'm also a student of Professor under months of his computer architecture and microarchitecture. So I enjoy following your logic because you talk a lot of things. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I really wanted to stream for a very long time so that, you know, people can actually interact and ask questions. Can I talk about clean code? Yeah, I've been a big fan of Uncle Bob for a very long time, and obviously read clean code. Are you more curious about the book or the actual clean code? I actually have a review. I believe, at least I wanted to. I don't remember. Hold on, I think I do. Live streams, book reviews. By the way, this is how you can find my past live streams, right? Like this is the current one. They're all here. If you don't have a live, yeah, I do. Clean code review. So this is about the book. Yeah, so you can watch this one. It's only 5 minutes. It's not really a huge topic. The book is too big for what it's supposed to be. It could have been like a blog article, you know. I do follow it quite a bit. Like the most important thing about clean code is that clean code means test. Like test code is clean code. Everything else is subjective. Like even you can write a program and then like 2 months later you're gonna look at it and be like, why did I do like this? Why did I name this thing like that? Most of it can be summarized in just like, name your things well. Don't be afraid of long names. Don't shorten everything. You saw how I did, like, there was a CFG, like, well, like my fingers are gonna fall off if I write config, The only times where I would go for shorter names is in like really tiny scopes, because I noticed that it's really hard to read stuff when there's like really long names. Yeah, I really love the vertical spacing rule, like especially in Scala. Let me actually open it again. In Scala, you have implicit returns. I shouldn't use the word implicit because Scala has implicits, but like the last expression of a function is return, right? So like this whole thing is one expression, and therefore, like at least in Scala, you don't need the curly braces. Like in Scala 3, you don't need the curly braces even for multiple expressions, right? But if I were to go into, like, I don't know, here. Come on. Oh, it's still indexing. Oh, I'm actually not showing you the screen. I wonder what how preventing hard to reproduce bugs. Dependency injection. Yeah, I just did maximization. So dependency injection is the biggest thing, which is ironic because we're literally staring at the dependency injection point right now. Like, look at this. If I had a bug like somewhere in the business logic, which happens very rarely, just to be fair, but if I had a bug in my business logic, I literally can fake every single thing, including the logger. And therefore I can reproduce the bug. But most often the bug is not going to be there. Have you ever seen or been to any conferences was a Vector Institute with mathematics? No, I haven't. Also, my mathematics knowledge is very limited. It's a big stereotype that programmers need mathematics. It is useful, but we don't need it. We do need some like abstract, like category theory is big during among functional programmers, but even category theory, it's just useful because it gives you like an extra angle to like help you understand. But once you have understood it, it becomes relatively moderately useful, to be politically correct. The same thing with tagless final. Like this whole thing is extremely helpful in understanding functional programming. But once you have understood it, like in my opinion, it just becomes an annoyance. It does prevent like a couple of bugs, but at a huge cost. The cost is too high. Like I don't want to do like this whole blah 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 thing. What I want to show you is that if you go here about clean code, right? Here's a good example. So this is not one expression anymore, right? So this is one expression, this is another expression, which means this is being written. Okay, and this empty line, I always do this on purpose. This is called vertical spacing, and like I have my own convention. I always have an empty line before I return something, and sometimes also I have empty lines for other reasons, right? In Scala 3, it kind of looks a little bit weird. Like in Scala 3, like these two braces would not be there, so it would. This one would still be there, but still, yeah, vertical spacing is a very big thing. Horizontal spacing is also a big thing, but most formatters ignore it, right? So like this, right? So if I do something like 1 + 2, times 3, right? So most formatters would format it like this, right? However, it would be much easier to read if it was like this. Way easier to read. Uh, what's your favorite book in CS? It's that one that I mentioned, SICP. This one. Absolutely. Hands down. This is also why the first review is here. I'm 64 years of age. I spent 32 years dragging my knuckles and kicking down doors. Now I just enjoy life being retired with TBI and full benefits. What's TBI? I'm glad you liked it. Just chilling on a Friday evening. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Wow. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, because like you never know, you know. There was no emoji, so you could be serious, or you could refer to the fact that programming is sometimes, you know, hard on the mind, makes you really tired up there. How much I know about Linux? I never read like a proper book about Linux. So I'm not a beginner, but I'm not an expert. So on a scale from 1 to 10, is I know like 7. Like recently, for example, I was pissed that I don't know much. I don't know enough about systemd, and then I found out that like half of people who use Linux hate systemd, and another one likes systemd. And the reason I wanted to figure it out is that like I'm not on NixOS yet, and I use the Nix manager, right? So if I open the console again, right? So if I show you this, right? So this is all the stuff that I have installed via Nix globally. Wow. Whoa. So sorry, man. Yeah, don't know what to say. Going back to easier things to talk about, like these are all the things that I have installed via the Nix package manager. But if I try to install something like a VPN or something like Docker, then I basically have just like the client side. The server side is also there, but there's no like startup script, so it doesn't run. And so I need to do some things manually. And specifically for Docker, I believe they actually deliver the, you know, whatever is required for systemd. And I believe if I like symlink it was like systemd, then it will actually work, but I haven't had time to figure it out. So this is like the limit of my Linux knowledge. It's like one day I'm gonna have time to figure this thing out. All right, guys, I usually stream for like 2 hours, and it's been like 2 hours 40. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out. We can't rate anyone because YouTube made it a little bit weird, but I'm gonna see you on Monday. Last couple of Mondays I skipped somehow, so maybe I'm not gonna see you on Monday, but you know, I usually try to do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right, guys. Would you be talking out of sequence? What do I mean? On the next stream, you mean? Like what? Oh, by the way, you asked about the OOM in Linux. What's OOM? Like out of memory? This is the first thing that comes to mind, out of memory. That's like what my brain is like trained to recognize. Oh, hey man, you're still here. When you're setting up algorithms, you can also set up a board that would be out of sequence for retrieval. You clearly know more math than me. Right. All right, guys. I really need to go. It's super late here. My girlfriend is gonna kill me. Okay. I see you on Monday. Maybe on Wednesday. All right. Peace.